Nintendo might have forgotten to make 3D Kirby games, but we haven't forgotten to uncover all the secrets in his adventure in the Forgotten Land, and we're gonna reveal them in this video. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell so you won't forget to watch the next Kirby videos. Here you have 25 secrets of Kirby and the Forgotten Land. Kirby's most epic adventure had to start in an epic way, and even the birds know it. If you listen carefully in the forest of the first stage, the birds are singing the first notes of Kirby and the Forgotten Land's main theme. The Waddle Dees living in Waddle Dee Town have a peaceful life until Kirby arrives, cause he can fry, punch, freeze, and basically cause all sorts of mischief for them. But most importantly, he can also show them love. If you stand near them and use Kirby's special animation by pressing the D-pad, the Waddle Dees will respond to Kirby with an adorable gesture. In the Kirby Cafe that you can build in Waddle Dee Town, there are various references to the real world, specifically to Japan's Kirby Cafe restaurant. In this magical place, you can find all sorts of food inspired by Kirby's universe, like the hamburger from the Forgotten Land or the Kirby car, which is actually a dessert in the restaurant. Even the frying pan in the background is a real item you can purchase at the Kirby Cafe. Check out our visit to this epic restaurant in the video linked here. The deep sleep ability lets Kirby pull out a bed from his Doraemon-like pocket and take a nap to recover health. But what do you think happens when this ability is used when Kirby's in water? Well, he pulls out a floating bed. We could say it's literally a water bed. Continuing with Kirby's bed troubles, at home, Kirby can take a nap to recover vitality, and sometimes he even falls out of bed. Luckily, he's so soft, it doesn't hurt at all. Besides this, there are a bunch of other animations with Bandana Waddle Dee that make Kirby 150% cuter. The introduction scene hides a secret that only true Kirby fans will recognize. At one point, a butterfly slips into the dimensional vortex, and every time a butterfly appears in a Kirby game, it's a bad omen. It has appeared in most Kirby games, so remember, if you see a butterfly, just run and don't look back. Now here's an incredible revelation. The game takes place on planet Earth.
What?
Okay, maybe that was quite obvious, considering the cars, machines, and buildings. However, it becomes absolutely clear in the ice levels, where the city strongly resembles London, including representations of Big Ben and the Tower Bridge. According to the robotic voice at the end, Earth's energy resources were depleted, and humans left for other planets using Elflin's teleportation powers. The beast remained on Earth, becoming intelligent and using Waddle Dees as an energy source. During the Colosseum battle against Meta Knight, you'll notice his sword is stuck in the ground. The intuitive thing is to pick it up, starting the battle. But if you decided to wander around instead, Meta Knight will eventually lose patience and begin the fight himself. Quite an impatient guy. This has happened in previous Kirby games, and here Meta Knight again shows his lack of patience. Kirby's intellectual abilities are questionable at best. It's unclear if he's really smart or really not, but at least in the Forgotten Land, he proves he can read. That's because there's a book on the table in his house that he can read. Now, this is notable because in his previous game, Kirby Fighters 2, it was explicitly stated that Kirby couldn't read. This means between Kirby Fighters 2 and the Forgotten Land, Kirby took a literacy course and learned to read. The alphabet used in the Forgotten Land is based on English, with each character representing a letter and looking somewhat similar to real letters. For instance, here's the sign of the company Lightron Works Company, one of the most important in researching natural resources. Or this sign saying Alival Mall, whose slogan is making life even livelier. The three most important companies on the planet are Hotline, Alival, and Lightron. And notice the coincidence, their first three letters spell HAL, the name of the studio that develops Kirby games. Kirby and the Forgotten Land features a hidden programming secret designed to make players' lives much easier, especially since perceiving accurate depth in a fixed camera 3D space can be tricky. Kirby's attack collision system ensures that if an attack looks like it hits an enemy from the player's viewpoint, it will register as a hit, even if, in reality and from another angle, you're aiming off into Wisconsin. The game's title refers to how humans abandoned and forgot about their homeland. This concept is also reflected in various enemies with the suffix forgo, derived directly from the word forgotten. In the amusement park's haunted house, you'll discover something very familiar if you're a Super Mario fan. The ghosts popping out of the walls to scare Kirby use the exact same sound effect as the boos from the Super Mario series. And here's another Nintendo reference, this time to Zelda. While Kirby's sword ability isn't directly taken from Zelda, dressing Kirby's sword in a green cap is definitely a tribute to that franchise. The description of this ability in Kirby and the Forgotten Land even makes a playful nod to it with the phrase, "Slice through this new world as a sword-wielding, green-hatted hero," a reference, of course, to Link from The Legend of Zelda. Additionally, the needle ability functions similarly to Kirby's needle ability from Kirby 64, the Crystal Shards for Nintendo 64. Inside Kirby's room, there's a book on the table that chronicles all his previous adventures from recent generations, including titles from Nintendo 3DS, Wii U, and Nintendo Switch. 12 games in total. Quite impressive for a Nintendo character who isn't as famous as Super Mario or Zelda. Which one's your favorite? As per tradition in Kirby games, this title also hides the Howl Room, a mysterious location named after the game's developer, notoriously difficult to discover. Kirby's birthplace and game-making origin is hinted at during the credits. Now, to find the first Howl Room, head to the end of Stage 3 in World 1, climb a specific tree, and shoot the targets in the background. This reveals a massive ladder leading to the top of a building, where you'll slide down to reach the Howl Room. The second Howl Room is hidden in the Wondaria Dream Parade stage. To activate it, cross the finish line of the racetrack at exactly 86 seconds remaining. The word Howl will then appear on the ground. There's also a third, even more secretive Howl Room located in the burning, churning power plant stage. To activate this room, you'll need to find the control room and then return to the stage's starting point. Stairs will appear, guiding you into a ventilation shaft, ultimately leading to a circular room with the word Howl displayed in 3D. You can transform Kirby into a vending machine here, shooting up to 860 cans to claim rewards, all while Kirby's theme plays in 8-bit style. Here's the million-dollar question: what's Kirby like on the inside? This character's anatomy has puzzled fans for years, as no one understands how he could swallow so many things yet keep his shape. Aside from theories about an interdimensional portal, Kirby in the Forgotten Land gives us a new perspective. When Kirby swallows cars, machines, or domes, he envelops them with his body, revealing that Kirby is essentially like a sock, completely hollow, just stretchy skin with nothing inside, almost like a jellyfish. Now, this obviously rules out having an internal skeleton and suggests he's made entirely of flexible cartilage-like tissue. This elasticity allows him to engulf objects and control them. In some Kirby games, it's even hinted that swallowed enemies end up in an alternate dimension. The ultimate enemy in Kirby and the Forgotten Land is an old acquaintance, Morpho Knight, the butterfly knight inspired by Meta Knight. Morpho Knight first appeared in Kirby Star Allies on Nintendo Switch, created from the fusion of a butterfly with Galactonite. In this game, Morpho Knight's existence seems accidental, as the butterfly from the beginning is also sucked into the vortex, arriving in the Forgotten Land and coincidentally appearing during the transformation of experiment ID F86 in Dreamland. This could reference the butterfly effect, illustrating how a small variation, like the butterfly, can create entirely different outcomes from the same starting conditions. This embodies chaos theory, reflected in the final battle where Kirby faces Fecto Alphalus. Here's another classic enemy with a new twist. Remember Wispy Woods? Well, now he's a palm tree. Over the years, we've seen Wispy Woods in various forms, but never with such a radical redesign. As a palm tree, this enemy attacks by dropping coconuts and extending its roots to reach further. The chimney in Kirby's house can be used in several ways. Well, perhaps not many, just two. If Kirby has a fire ability, he can light the chimney to make his home cozier. Additionally, for Kirby, windows in chimneys double as doors. This means Kirby can enter his house either through the door or the chimney, but not the window since it's closed. King Dedede's role in this game is somewhat anecdotal. He has no motivation other than sleeping and resting, but he's captured and lobotomized by beasts, turning him into a killing machine. In his most powerful form, he wears a wooden mask that might look familiar. This is a reference to the mask worn by Mask Dedede, although it isn't made of metal. This enemy appeared in previous Kirby games, and yes, it's Dedede with a mask. But here, they've swapped metal for wood to give him a wilder look. The microphone in the Colosseum is actually an enemy from previous Kirby games. By swallowing it, Kirby could obtain the mic ability, defeating all enemies on screen by shouting loudly. The scene where experiment ID F86 transforms into Fecto Fargo, absorbing the surrounding wild animals, is a nod to the scene from the movie Akira, where Tetsuo transforms into a horrific monster. There are special idle animations if you leave Kirby waiting for a while. For example, if Kirby has absorbed a traffic cone or a ring, he will spin around several times. In cooperative mode, when transforming into objects like cars or arches, Bandana Waddle Dee climbs onto Kirby so he isn't left behind. What happens if you achieve 100% completion in the game? Well, you'll be rewarded with a special image and a congratulatory message. Additionally, golden statues will appear at the city's entrance. You'll obtain various photographs to decorate Kirby's house and unlock a special song in the figure collection menu. And as a bonus for making it this far, we want to tell you that the number 86 is quite special for HAL. The enemy experiment named ID F86, or the machine in the HAL room having 860 cans, isn't by chance. In Japanese, the numbers 8 and 6 pronounced together sound similar to saying HAL. Don't forget to check out the other Kirby and Nintendo Curiosity videos we have here for you, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss the next ones. Thanks for watching, see you next time!